When the discussion of politics is brought up at any social event, the topic is almost always changed immediately. This is because of the fact that people are afraid to state their honest opinion or feel that it is rather boring and it does not pertain to them. I've seen this happen over and over again. With this said, I've come to the realization that majority of college students seem to think that they will be rather unaffected by the decisions currently being made in our political system. This idea is completely false. At this point in our lives, the changes and decisions currently attempting to be implemented by political candidates may seem irrelevant, but in reality, their decisions have the potential to affect the way you live your life. On this note, I strongly believe that all college students eligible to vote should take advantage of this right. I feel that as generations go on, we forget how much of a privilege it is to have the right to vote. This was something we had to work for. It was very much so earned, not given. With this said, I would like to stress that I feel it is our duty to uphold the advantages we are granted with through our government. Being an American citizen, you should want to take pride in who is running our country and how it is being run. According to an article from USA Today, young adult voters between the ages of 18 and 24 have consistently voted at lower rates in all other age groups in every presidential election since 1962. This statistic should alarm you in the sense that men and women you'll be married to, potential bosses, co-workers, currently are not concerned with how their future child's education is going to be paid for, how the safety of our country will change, or how many jobs will be available. Many students are at the high point of their lives feeling rather invincible. College is looked at as a time of self-exploration and growth. We are all experiencing this firsthand and can agree it's rather difficult to be focused on what the world is going to be like in X amount of years. But we need a wake-up call. This idea is very similar to the freshman 15 all incoming students are warned about. While out and about on college campus and all those late-night DP dough runs add up, we all think it's not going to happen to us, so we neglect going to the gym. And then, before you know it, it's second semester and your jeans are unzipping. At this point, you're kicking yourself for not being more aware and concerned about your health earlier so you didn't run into this problem. Being educated and involved in politics and voting is going to the gym. Not allowing yourself to voice an opinion is the weight you're gaining. The world and our lives are constantly changing, and while it's easy to get lost in the mix, you have to stay adamant about moving forward. College students that don't vote tend to avoid talking about politics and choose not to have a say in our political system. They do this because they are unusually more concerned about their everyday life and don't understand how voting will affect their future. While many college students think that voting will not affect them individually, the reality is that voting does affect them and they have the power to make a difference. To become a registered voter, you are able to do so online through the Illinois State Board of Election website, visiting your local DMV, along with many other options. Take the step to change our world.